Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest questions out there. How do you find your purpose? We're going to explore a really powerful framework for building a life that feels meaningful. And believe it or not, it starts with understanding our place in the entire universe.
Mark Twain really hit the nail on the head with this one, didn't he? It perfectly frames that challenge we all feel, that deep down drive to figure out our why, to find our own personal meaning in this huge, grand scheme of things. I mean, it's a massive question. When you think about the scale of it all, it can be, pretty overwhelming. So this explainer, which is based on a workshop called Build Your Seat in the Universe, is designed to give you a roadmap. And we're going to start right at the very, very beginning. So to find our place, we first need to get the big picture. We need to understand the actual blueprint of our reality. So let's zoom all the way out.
Our story, our collective story, begins right here, almost 14 billion years ago with the Big Bang. It all started from this single, impossibly dense point that just exploded and expanded into the entire universe we know today. Every star, every planet, you, me, all of it started right there. So what is this universe actually made of? Well, here's something that might blow your mind. Everything we can see and touch, all the stars, galaxies, all the normal matter, that only makes up 5% of reality. The other 95%? It's dark matter and dark energy. These mysterious forces that are shaping our cosmos in ways we're only just starting to figure out.
And that tiny 5%? That's the thread. That's the stuff that binds us to everything. The actual atoms in your body were forged inside stars billions of years ago. So when we say we're connected to the universe, it's not just some nice poetic idea. It's a literal, physical fact. Now, this connection we're talking about, it isn't just atomic, it's systemic. If you look everywhere in nature, you see that life is an absolute master of creating networks. Just think about it for a second. You've got whales communicating across entire oceans. You have entire forests connected by this underground fungal network. People call it the Wood Wide Web, where trees share nutrients and send warnings. Even planets and stars are held together by these vast gravitational networks. Everything, everywhere, is organized into interconnected systems, and we are absolutely a part of that web.
Okay, so if the universe is this giant, interconnected web, what's the data flowing through it? And how do we, with our conscious minds, fit into all of this? This is where things get really, really fascinating. Quantum physics gives us this totally mind-bending clue. In this famous experiment, scientists shoot tiny particles at a screen with two slits. When nobody's watching, the particles act like waves and go through both slits at once. But the moment they're observed, they snap into behaving like single particles. It's a stunning result that suggests that our consciousness isn't just passively watching reality unfold. It might actually be participating in creating it.
And what's wild is that this idea isn't just a science thing. You see all these different fields, from modern science to ancient spiritual traditions, kind of converging on the same idea. Science might say reality is like a giant computation, built from information. Spirituality might call it a vibrational field or an Akashic record. But the core idea is the same. The universe isn't just stuff, it's information.
All right, so we've been way out there in the cosmos, talking about some pretty big ideas. Let's bring it all back home. Let's get practical. How do you take all this and build your seat in this incredible informational universe? And the key is a really simple but powerful metaphor: a chair. Think about it. A well-built chair is stable, it's balanced, and it has a clear purpose: to hold you up. Building your seat in the universe really starts with building this stable foundation for yourself, right here, right now. It's such a great way to think about building a solid life, and it breaks down into 3 core parts. So let's look at each one. First up, you've got the 4 legs. These are your foundational values. There's integrity, to keep you grounded in truth; resilience, so you can bounce back from anything; vision, to give you a clear direction; and growth, to make sure you never stop evolving. These have to be strong. They're what will hold you up no matter what happens. Next up is the seat itself. This is your core purpose. This is that why we were talking about right at the beginning.
It's literally what you're sitting on. Your purpose is what connects everything you do day to day to a much deeper sense of meaning. It's your reason to get up in the morning. And finally, you've got the backrest and the arms. The backrest? That represents your support systems, the people, the routines, the things you can lean on when you need to. And the arms represent your flexibility, your ability to embrace challenges with balance and grace. Because let's face it, you can't do it all alone, and you have to be able to adapt. But here's the thing you have to remember. Building this chair, it's not a one-and-done kind of project. Not at all. It's really just the beginning of a dynamic, lifelong journey of growth and creation. And you know what? There's actually a perfect map for this journey. It's an ancient story pattern called the hero's journey. You see it in myths and stories from all over the world. It's about a hero who leaves home, faces incredible trials, and comes back completely transformed. This isn't just a fun story, it's a blueprint for our own growth. And your own journey will cycle through these stages over and over again. It starts with the call, that little push to leave your comfort zone. That leads to the ordeal, where you're tested and you face real challenges. But if you push through, you get the reward, new wisdom, new skills. And finally, you make the return, integrating all that growth to become a new, stronger version of yourself. And all of this leads to a really fundamental shift in thinking. It's what George Bernard Shaw meant when he said, "Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself." Building your seat, going on your journey, it's an active, ongoing process of creation. You are the builder. And that brings us to the last and maybe the most important question of all. Your hero's journey is right there, waiting for you. It always begins with one single step into the unknown. So, what's your first step going to be?